And we are
Any questions, children?
back.
If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Okay, so we just added Will to the team. And in the last part, I know we talked to the tieflings, Roland and his siblings. I thought about it later too. I realized when the sister was arguing to stay, maybe she didn't necessarily mean staying at the grove, but just staying with the other tieflings. Which in that case, if Irvaine had known or interpreted it that way, he might have tried persuading the siblings to listen to her.
This is no fortress, and we're no warriors.
But we interpreted how we interpreted it, and he didn't really understand that, so it is what it is.
Fine. Let's sneak away like goddamned cowards.
Again. Swing.
We're here.
Parry. Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Good advice. Let's talk a little bit to Will since he just joined.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Tell me, Will, how did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers? I think that's a good question. For Irvaine anyway.
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
For Irvaine, it'd be 1 or 3. You must have felt proud. Well, I'm not sure it's a matter of pride to him. Yeah, I think he's wondering about the kid.
I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky.
Irvaine agrees.
I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
It's not really Baldurian, so not that one. It's just those. Yeah, it's it. And before that.
Baldur's Gate, born and raised, the only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
And Irving goes in. I've got no memory of my past. Do you have any thoughts on
Seems
that?
unusual to me. Then again, we're talking about tadpoles inserted into our brains by rubber-skinned tentacle monsters. There's nothing usual about it. All the more reason to stick close. I think you'll agree.
Yeah. That's why I invited him. I don't suppose you've come across an expert healer.
I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads.
Unfortunate.
From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent.
Someone else mentioned Nettie too.
We should pay her a visit.
I think it was Zevlor. Okay. Irvaine's down with that idea. Well, I think Zevlor said Halson was the better option, but Nettie could try. Something like that. talk to Shrek.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well.
Well, thank you.
A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Irvaine, they're just children. Why are you teaching them to fight?
It's that, or teach them to beg for their lives. The goblins will chase us to Baldur's Gate, and these kids know it. A warrior like you could lift their spirits.
By wiping out that whole camp of goblins by myself? It's not an Irvaine thing to say. It's a Dark Urge thing to say. Maybe. You're gonna get them killed, probably by each other. No. No, Irvaine knows the value of learning how to fight to defend yourself. It was something that his own family needed. I feel like he wouldn't just volunteer to wipe out the goblins. We'll say this. Since I'm imagining the Dark Urge as kind of, it's in Irvaine's head. How do I put this? It's a separate mind. It's a possession that Irvaine isn't totally aware of yet, or at least doesn't understand. That there's another occupant in his head. So maybe this is the moment where the Dark Urge takes a little bit of control. And Irvaine says this basically without meaning to. He goes, I'll lift their spirits by wiping out the whole camp of goblins by myself. And you like that?
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
And Irvaine's gonna have mixed feelings about his own statement. Oh, there's a book. Hold up.
Again. Swing and swing and
There are
parry.
tales of adventures, the monsters ferocious, the men are muscled, the women are buxom, and the clothing is easily torn. Something is cleft in twain on every other bloody
No
page.
questions?
Swing
On every
and
other
swing
page.
and-
So there's all that.
Keep your blades up, children.
I think he just found a weird romance story. I'm not sure how he
Remember,
feels about
you
that
have
one.
teeth
He probably
and claws.
shut the book and
Use them.
decided to leave it there. This is book A for As and Other Gods. It's a poem. I don't think Irvaine likes poems. We'll talk to
Again.
Dex.
Swing and swing. Step, parry, strike. Damn it! It's just not landing.
It's such an intense expression. Irvain's just trying to figure out what he's doing. We'll say 1.
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood. And the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse.
Or worse. The druids are gonna do something
We need to be
else.
ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Is that a sword? It looks like a knife. Try hitting the target. I wonder if I can use that potion after all. Maybe it's too late though. I might try to concentrate on his thoughts and figure out. Oh, this might be bad. Ooh, goodness. Okay. Irvaine still
He
got
was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off. Never again.
Gosh. I think Irving could kind of empathize with that, at least that feeling of kind of helplessness, because back in his world when he was stuck in the plane that kept him separate from the others as like this invisible and untangible being, he had to watch a lot of people he cared about die or be hurt in various ways without being able to do anything about it. If he could have, he would have, but it's definitely a big pain point for him. Clear your mind, past mistakes don't matter. I mean, yeah. Because it's like, he also understands you can't let the past hold you from trying to do something now. Oops.
You're right. I need to clear my head. And step, parry, step, step, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
One last thing, don't shout out your moves like that.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Keep training. In time you'll make short work of any goblins. Training. I feel like you'd say to keep training. In time you'll make short work of any goblins. I want to finish it, but I feel like that would be the end of it. Okay.
What to bring?
Then,
Keep your blades up.
Never wanted the easy path.
oh, he received the battle axe. The guy says
Swing and swivel and wait.
that he thinks he'll make better use of it, but I feel like Irvaine would take a glance at it
One more time.
and stuff it in his pack or just give it to someone else. Zuru is the one I think Lae'zel
By
wanted.
Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
I don't think Irvaine likes that he called her a monster, but the guy just said that his friends were killed in front of him, I think. So definitely wouldn't be two. I suggest he do as she says. It's like, yes, she's with me. He would hold up the zealous seed to this one. But you just step in though? She didn't kill him, right? She's at least just saying as a formal greeting.
Lower.
Okay. So that's pushing it for Irvaine. That's enough. I'll take it from here.
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Enough. You will be silent. Oh, geez. Fine. Do as you must, but be quick. But keep it quick. I'll say he will say 2. He'll double down. But I imagine with Irvine, he would say it quietly and calmly. And she's mad. Come on, stand up. You can breathe again. I won't let her hurt you. Tell me of this gift. Well, no, he wouldn't do that. He's not that worried about her hurting him. So, right now, at least, so he'll just say, come on, stand up.
Thanks. What do you want from me?
Information. Where did you see the Githyanki?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
Sounds rough.
Man, I just ran.
The map. Show me.
Yeah. Honestly, he looks kind of like a kid himself. Exchanging looks. Quit your sniveling. No, I wouldn't say that. Alright, Lae'zel, you got what you needed. Thanks for your help, and apologies for my companion. Just trying to decide if you'd feel the need to apologize for Lae'zel. I guess so. I guess it's mainly because someone wants to just say thanks for your help.
No hard feelings.
Oh, got levels.
Gods, deliver me.
He's so scared. Okay, let's
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
gross. Subordinate? No, we're partners. You've made your point. If you finish scowling at me, what comes next? I actually think 3 would fit Irvaine's response the most. Just a logical, let's move on. If you're done, what are we doing now?
The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
I'm not sure Irvaine would know or remember how to say tiefling either. So he'll just ask her about the purification.
The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Okay. Alright, so they got the map. Got that.
Any questions, children?
That's the same book.
Anything of use?
Oh, by the way,
Any questions, children?
he is out of spells. Short rest won't bring him back though. Real quick, I'm gonna just level everyone up. Okay. What do we have for Irvaine? Detect thoughts. Invisibility is something he's too familiar with, but not by choice. Misty Step. I could actually see him doing that. Not the fire. Or shatter. I do like that spell. I wonder if that would be good for him. Or the Witch Bolt. I kind of want that one or Misty Step. Like, those are both very Irvaine-like things. Knock. Gonna unlock things. Shatter's useful. It's thunder. It's do the thunder one. Ooh. This is my... Okay, I think I wanted the twin one and I accidentally clicked the different one before, so I thought I was gonna have to wait a lot longer to get it. Let's accept that. Subclass. I feel like Battlemaster is her default subclass, but I actually like Champion better, so I'm gonna change it to that. And to be honest, I like it kind of for lazy reasons. The leveling up is just a little easier and quicker. Will. Okay, Will. I did this after recording my episode last time where I upgraded him. He does have a Hellish Rebuke. I'm going to give him the fire, maybe? Or hold. No, actually I changed my mind. I want to give him that one. Scorching Ray. I think in the past I like the chain or the tomb. I'm not very good with the blade one. I'm gonna do Pact of the Chain. More useful. Except just for habit's sake.
Remember, you have teeth
Empty.
and claws. Use them.
Who's this? Aramis.
Hell's take me.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap.
Is it?
Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Okay.
Shoes. Well, where are my boots?
Damon. Damon? Or Damon?
I want to have a word.
We'll figure that out.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
That forge is holding by a thread. Are you a smith?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Let me see your wares. Not that I have a lot of coin to give. When we're looking at these, I'm imagining he's trying to let the others look as well and pick out what they want.
Sharp as ever.
Would you call it headcanon or something? Hunting bow? Yeah, use that. Okay, we'll get a hunting bow for Will. We'll get the shiny dagger for Astarion.
Careful, I bite.
What
Like
does
it's well
Lae'zel want?
done.
Maybe she wants the shield. Can we afford these things? I think we can. Does Irvaine actually want anything? Maybe the ice arrows. I take that back. I'm thinking of Shadowheart and Gale back at camp. I don't know if she'd be proficient with this or not. Is this one better? Maybe that's better for her. Or for Gale. Don't know. Maybe some dye. We'll add one of these. For funsies. Oh, and that axe. He's gonna sell the axe. Well, it's balance. And it's not quite enough, but Did Lae'zel just give him gold? I think she just gave him the gold. That was nice of her. Okay, still not quite enough. Let's give him the potion of invisibility and balance that and barter. We'll go ahead and give everyone what they wanted. Oh. Send that to Shadowheart real quick.
A hero at heart.
Hunting bow,
Eager for battle.
shield. Good luck.
Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
I'm debating doing a long rest, just like, oh wait, no, I got more spells. Never mind. In that case, we'll wait a little bit longer. Let's talk to Miss Octa.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards.
Mm-hmm. Everyone saw, apparently.
Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Oh my goodness. I think the little dark urge voice in Irvaine's head is saying on the inside, I much prefer roasted dwarf. And then Irvaine is doing number 2, stop thinking about dwarf and take the bull. I feel like he's a little bit shaken by that weirdness.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. Doesn't taste half bad.
You say so yourself? Alright, let's... She's not paying attention to him though. Maybe I'll leave her alone.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't
It's not that extroverted.
No helping.
He
We're
recognizes
exposed
her
now.
from the gate.
Damn goblins!
I'll go the cash. Yeah, the dark thoughts in Irvaine is a little too interested in the blood, which is making the rest of Irvaine feel uncomfortable. Gonna wait for her to finish cleaning
Like
the
the
wound.
sight of blood, do you? Thought you'd have had your fill at the gate. Might be more blood spilled yet, if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again.
Leave him alone. I'd have done the same in your place. No, he wouldn't. He let you in, didn't he? It could have been worse. We are to blame. I don't think he would say 3. I think 2. He's like, he did let you in. It's just timing was kind of rough.
Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard.
They took out this greeny person and then just left him. I think that would bother him.
These weren't no normal goblins. And Liam weren't no friend, all right? Just another raw recruit, thought he was in some storybook.
I don't know. So even though Irvaine doesn't know his companions, he feels some responsibility for them, where he's like already protective. So I think he doesn't like. He doesn't like the way they apparently treat their recruitments.
Don't make me hurt you, boy.
I just saw him.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
We just saw him pick his pocket. What the?
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Yeah, but that Irvaine totally saw that. Let's talk to Barth. I don't think it matters.
I'm only going to ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
That's a big lie.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
That's a bit much. Don't you dare lay a figure on him. You better do as he says. Keep quiet and watch. I want to say both 1 and 2. I don't think you can though. Is say don't touch him and then do what he says. But I do imagine. Okay, we'll say number 2 because Irvaine definitely saw the kid take something and run. But he would also kind of stand in between the two because he's not gonna let the guy hurt him.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
Kind of rotten, isn't he? But don't hit him. You're not fooling anyone. Why did you take it? I don't want to lose this roll. I really hope I don't. So I do quick save sometimes. It's a little cheaty, but we'll see. It shouldn't be hard. Okay.
What kind of question is that? Why does anyone steal anything? Fine. I have the stupid amulet. Take it.
Yeah, since it's like one of those things. Irvaine doesn't. He can't lie. It's at least it's not natural or easy for him to even consider lying. It just isn't a thing he does. I think stealing's kind of similar, despite the looting thing. So I think he genuinely wants to understand, like, why he would just run up and grab something out of the guy's pocket.
To impress a girl, most like.
It looked like my mother's, all right? Just take the damn thing and leave me alone.
Keep it, kid. You need it more than me. Poor kid.
That ended up being kind of sweet, I guess.
Remember, you have teeth.
Why is he running away laughing though? I was gonna. Still, that ended up being a little more touching than I thought it'd be. Zorro, we'll leave Zorro alone. I think that's.
Can't wait to get back to the gate.
Just talk to Aridid now. Oh, why'd you go over there?
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer. You sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
All you did was stand up for your crew. I respect that. You could try to be a little friendlier. It's like another where I feel like Irvine could say both. I don't know. So, trying to remember what happened. Aridin was trying to help his people, get them to safety. Then he and Zevlor started yelling at each other. I don't think he liked the way he talked to Zevlor, but he also doesn't blame him at all for trying to get to safety. On the other hand, he also just learned that they ditched their friend Liam, so we'll say you could try to be a little friendlier.
Thanks, Mum. Now please do feck off.
He is kind of a mom. Irvaine, I mean. I think about it. Pick off yourself. Charming. I can see why the locals like you so much. Can you do sarcasm? Maybe. Yeah.
Them devils ain't local. They're refugees. Fella who runs this place offered them shelter.
So that offered us shelter. I should speak with that fellow. Do you know where he is? And whose home is this exactly? Well, I think he knows it's the druid's home.
Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
They left him with Liam. Can I have a look at that contract? Do you think getting rich would be easy? You ran away from a few goblins. Irvaine doesn't know much about getting rich. I don't necessarily think he would make him fun of running away from goblins. Yeah, can I have a look at the contract?
Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Yeah, I think Irvaine's not really worried about the gold. He's just wondering what the job is all about. Any idea what the relic actually is?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own todger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Just how many friends did you ditch? Yeah, very short. Like, thanks.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Okay, let's look at the... Okay. Oh, there it is. A scuffed handbill stamped with an extravagant seal boldly proclaims, "Adventurers wanted for a perilous and profitable quest. Master Lorakin, the Arcanist of..." What a name. Seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recover a storied artifact, the Night Song, for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Only stout of heart and keen of mind need apply, fame, glory, and incredible fortune assured. And for some reason this made Halsin light up. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay. I mean, since I play this, I know what that's about. Irvaine would have no idea. I don't think he understands at all what all of that meant. Oh, Astarians can level up real quick. Okay, this is another where I know his default is Arcane Trickster, but I like Assassin. So.
Easy money. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Yeah, I just wanted a big circle. Okay.
Keep your blades up, children.
I think the next companion that says they're tired, I might have to switch out. Everyone failed an insight.
Remember, you have teeth and claws.
I know what it's about. What are you talking? Yeah, I might try to talk to the kid. Just, why are you
He
standing
stares
over?
right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
I think that would make Irving question whether he did become invisible again.
You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Investigate? Oh, he failed. It's okay, he didn't try that hard. And I'm
You
not
look the rocks over, but find no sign of a way through.
He's not that interested in figuring out where the kid went.
Let's crack it open. All is ash and meat.
And this kid's waving at him, so I guess he'll talk to him.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something.
It's okay. Cute.
Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails?
We'll say heads.
Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Yeah, I was say, I don't think Irvaine's at all convinced. It's nothing but junk. I don't know if you tell him it's junk. One toss doesn't prove anything. No thanks. Could I see your other wares? Return the ring and leave. I just skipped through because he wouldn't do that. I feel like this part fits except for the very last. We'll just say no thanks.
You got it. One sec.
In his mind, he was thinking
That's what I got.
the sorcerer one. He failed something. Okay, what does this kid have? He has a book. Guide to distractions. Is it, how much is it though? 32? A bit high. Fish, bread, food. I don't think Irving's worried about food. Should probably leave that alone. All these rings. And the die. Give Oop, nope, let's not do that. That's worth 20. I feel like the book would be the only thing Irvaine would be interested in, so we'll do that. It's fine. Kid needs gold, I guess. How much is one? Only one? I'm keeping that one. Water? We'll give him one of the waters. There.
You bought something.
Oh.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
I'd say 1 or 5 for him. Because he would want to know what she's thinking, but also he's not mad. Let's say he succeeded that role because he's extra sensitive to being touched because he's used to people not being able to make contact with him at all. Yeah, we'll say 1. You won't bother with it.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
She just ran. Well, Irvaine was stand there a moment feeling awkward and then decide to move on.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
That would be the first time I think Irvaine's ever seen a shapeshifter.
Damn it!
So that was pretty cool.
We could have taken those guards.
I'd rather you not get eaten by a bear.
We're not scared of you.
I could try greasing palms. These things over.
Because that went so well last time.
I'm eavesdropping a little bit. I'm trying to decide if Irvaine would go straight down or try to talk to these people. Maybe he'll talk to her. She said something about her daughter.
We need to get Arabella out! Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
I saw what happened. Why are the druids holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
She was caught. Foolish child. Let them judge her.
When it comes to the idols, he's just kind of like, ugh, those things. She's just a child. Druids are overreacting. Yeah, he definitely thinks they're overreacting over something silly. You've got your work cut out for you. Like you said, it's your fault. No. He wouldn't say that. No. He wanted to know why the one kid stole from that guy, but I don't think it's to the point where he thinks they should be punished. Because, yeah, he just wanted to understand. I think she's just a child. They're overreacting.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting. Gods, she must be terrified.
Oh.
I bet she's giving them hell. She's not our kid for nothing.
Keep this up and you'll have blood on your hands. Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back!
Irvaine's not typically afraid of animals. Those were the few creatures that could see him. You ever hear like, what would you call it? Like a theory where in, our world, where they say animals can see ghosts. It was kind of a similar concept in Irvaine's world, where even though humans couldn't see him, animals have a sight that humans do not. So even though the bear growled at him, he wasn't too intimidated by it, but he also tries to respect creatures' comfort levels. But I think it's funny because he also just saw a man turn into the bear. I think he'd say, "I'm not looking for trouble."
No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
Rude.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Just behave. He wants to try to go straight to Koga because right now he's thinking about figuring out what's going on with the kid and her.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Koga? Release her.
Creepy night snakes.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Koga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Part of Irvaine remembers the milking of the poison, but that's the dark side that he feels slightly disconnected to. Now that he's seen Kaga reacting very aggressive, I think he's getting a little better idea of the situation. We're gonna say two, because I think she's concerning.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Dark urge to control for a second. Definitely two. Your mind wants the snake to kill the child, but your heart doesn't. The mind is the dark urge, the heart is Irvaine. Snap out of it.
Her life matters more than satiating your dark fantasies. You focus, and they're gone. But clearly this child's life is in danger.
It's becoming more and more clear to Irvaine that there's something in his head that's weird, but I think this would definitely be one of the, what would you say, catalyst moments. Because normal Irvaine wouldn't want the child to die. Nature, don't druids cherish harmony? Jailing the girl disrupts nature's balance. Get one for intelligence, persuasion. Release her, I'll see that she stays out of trouble. You might say that. Detect her thoughts. We'll try to detect thoughts. Oh, this is where guidance would have been handy. Oof. Okay, I have inspiration though. Okay.
Halsin is gone. I am first druid now. I will take control and prove my authority.
Proven your authority, now prove your mercy. Yeah, I can see that. She is definitely giving him vibes, or she's reminding him of people who was in his old sanctuary that were turning power hungry or crazy.
Fair words. Child, take to the others word of my grace. Sif, Tila, to me.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin would...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Okay. Oh, she just blinked out of existence there.
Ridiculous.
We know
Just let her run
Koga wanted to talk
Something's
to
on my
him.
mind.
She's a child.
We'll talk to her first.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Monster. Too kind. A demon, more like.
Only a monster would threaten a child. You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required. See, I just want to see what would happen. He doesn't feel as strongly about it as Will. Definitely, he wasn't wanting her to hurt the child for stupid reasons. What he sees as stupid reasons. You're protecting your own. That he could understand. But I don't know that he would say cruelty is required. That's not an Irvaine thing. We'll say one.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster.
Except he wouldn't.
No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
This rite must be born in powerful magic. You can't just force these people out. Do what you want, it's not my concern. He wouldn't just reach for the weapon. It's interesting because it comes back to how, like, he made his own area of protection for the ones that he was guarding or caring about. So I don't know that he'd be that curious about the magic part. The big difference is that the sanctuary Irvaine made was technically for refugees, animal and then eventually human alike. So it does seem kind of odd to him that she's throwing them out, but also it's her place. Not my concern. Would he be that cold? Maybe.
So you say. Yet the child walks free.
Well, yeah, she's a child.
You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to the tiefling leader. Zevlor, he's called. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
And it seems I must speak to Zevlor. Probably you want. He doesn't like the way she's treating them, but he'd help them, I think, if he can. At this point. So yeah, he would speak to Zevlor to see.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Calling them rot is a little much. But his impression right now, I think, is like, doesn't see why the refugees would want to stay here anyway. It seems like they're not very nice to them. Stuck their wrath.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
She seems dangerous. And if I hadn't spoke up, what would have happened? Well, it seems like he kind of knew or had an idea what was going to happen. I heard that there's some sort of ritual going. He knows about the ritual. Yeah, that Kaga seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
She seems happy to rule a roost. Who was your real leader? Well, that's Halsin. He got that from her own thoughts. How did she take over the whole grove? And I'm looking for Nettie. He wants to know both. He knows Halsin got mixed up with the goblins based on what the other people said. So she took over in his absence. But he doesn't know where Nettie is, so...
Ah, I see. You will find her deeper in the caves.
Who's your ruler? How did she take over the grove? Still get the options? Yeah, well then, how did she take over the whole grove while Halsin was gone?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay her. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside.
Okay. Well, he's already has a reason to look for Halsin. This is just giving him more motivation to...
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
Dev thinks he'd be a better leader for the groves than Kaga. No need to fret, I'll find him. Yeah.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers.
West?
You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Here we
This
go.
will all be over. The ritual's almost finished.
Almost.
What if they tried to steal
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name. Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Selûne.
Shar and Selûne, those are more hidden memories, as you could say, coming to the surface. He apparently knows of them, but doesn't know how he knows of them.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
Since all these memories are surfacing, I think he's gonna want to keep pushing for more. Oh, here's one. Try to see if this is helping his block or blackout space.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. Beasts chasing beasts alongside a wild woman. A depiction of some local folktale, perhaps.
So that didn't ring any bells.
claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
Yeah, thinking about what he's read and what he's sort of subconsciously remembering of the gods here, he might be starting to wonder if they're creatures like him a little bit, or they're being called gods, but maybe they're just people. Stamped elegant stag against the dark green. Oh, he likes deer. They were his messengers. Uktar sent 2 druids, some of the new recruits up north. Villager has had 2 years of field crops and are unlikely to survive next winter. What's Uktar? A group from Baldur's Gate arrived. They set up camp on the edge of the forest. 2 bears and a fox came by. The territory has been burned out. Oh, the fox comes dying. Paying this new group a visit tomorrow. Visit did not go well. After telling me where to shove it, they said they'd cut down half the forest and burn out any wildlife that dared stick around. Claimed they were going to farm the land and make a new city of fun. Time to get creative. Mudslide did the trick, buried half their farming equipment and made the rest useless. They won't be back anytime soon. Got reports of a red wizard in the village south of here. Sending 3 rangers to investigate. If they catch even a whiff of a red cloak, I'm contacting the House of Sylvanus. Just see. Tons of rats here. Oh, I have this animal thing.
We just let her run off.
Oh yeah, so I know it is. Irvaine wouldn't just know unless there's like an inscription on it. The fact that there is a deer as a lid or topper, I think, would appeal to him because, like we just said, that he had an alliance with the deer in his world, or used to, and they're his messengers. So I think he would try to drink it. He'd assume this is safe to drink. And now he can speak with animals. Let's talk to Silver.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
No. Wolves were his other allies, specifically in his world. I think he'd feel concerned for this wolf. Like, no one's here to hurt you. Who's been pestering you? I'll teach them a lesson. I just want to give you my smell. I'll leave you be. He like wants to say all of them, but someone's here to pester me. Bother him. I just want to give you my smell.
No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
Oh, and that's it? Will he let him talk more?
The wolf focuses on you, calmed in your presence.
Okay. At least he's calm. That makes Irvaine feel better. This big old rat. Let's talk to Pinta. Oops. They moved.
Rat doesn't respond. It simply bares its teeth.
Okay. Oladin?
The rat watches your movements but does not speak.
I think everyone's wondering, are the rats scared or just not that intelligent?
Open up.
Or they just don't like him. There, that's Nettie. What time is it? Okay, we might call after talking to Nettie.
They did a number on you, didn't they? Does
Right.
that hurt? I see you. Just give me a moment.
Wait patiently.
This medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie. Need help now. The healing looks like it came to the right person. Yeah, I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing as soon as possible. Do you know anything about mind flayers? I hear Halsin's the best healer around. I need to find him. Well, he knows Halsin's not there. Do you know anything about mind flayers?
Why are you asking?
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head. Something crawled into my humoring my curiosity. Straight to the point.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
You know of them. Actually, never mind. I'll get help elsewhere. Yeah.
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
There's more deer. Here.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins.
And he's naked.
Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
The drow and I have the same kind of parasite. Oh, it doesn't know he's a drow though. I'm hoping for a less grave cure. So you killed him and laid him out on the table. Is everyone being captured by mind flayers these days? He might think they are. So it's either 2 or 3. Well, it sounds like he attacked her first.
I'll do the best I can.
I'm no Master Halsin, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options.
You don't have to be here for this.
Please, don't mind me. I'll just watch.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
I haven't seen that before. Thank you. I'll take anything that can help. What's the plant? Will it help? Just not 3. I just right now he's trusting. I'll take
Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events?
I can merge my mind with anything else. I fell from a ship, but something caught me. Zone. No, nothing strange. I just want it out of my head. I mean, everything about it is kind of strange, but with what's going on, I don't know how unusual compared to everything else. I fell from a ship. I think the most unusual thing to him is being caught by something.
Protected from on high. Sounds like the drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite?
Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
I don't know, I just woke up. Here's my questions. For Irvaine, he's got a very spotty memory, and I think you just say he doesn't know how he got it, but he woke up with it.
All right. I suppose that makes things easier. Give me your arm, please.
You could hesitantly hold it out, maybe. Ouch.
There.
There what?
Be careful. Your legs will probably give out first.
My legs? Or what the hell's have you done? Grab the branch from her.
I'm sorry. Maybe Master Halsin could have plucked it from your head, but I can't. Without him here, the only treatment for an illithid tadpole is death. You're a risk to the people around you.
So she just tried to kill him.
I'm truly, truly sorry. For what it's worth, the poison is painless. It'll be like going to sleep.
It's not worth much to him right now. She just attacked him. Poisoned me? Examine and identify. Grab the branch. I think one. He's more.
Please, try to relax. This doesn't have to be hard.
Oh, he's attacking her. He doesn't like that she just poisoned him. Give her a couple jabs. Oh.
Battle favors the fearless.
Forgot for a second how to end turns. Eldritch Blast. Oh, you missed. Can you do this still?
Worth a try.
Irvaine's over here holding his arm.
Swift and lethal. I will not know failure.
There's something in that
Knocked her
vessel.
out. That's probably.
Take a closer look.
Oh. Consider my lesson.
Consider my lesson learned.
Let's check in on my bunnies. Okay. Okay, so Irvaine's hearing another voice. He's got two voices in his head. Oops. I don't think you can talk to her. Is that a bug? Let me quick save in case I need to restart this. Loot. Oh, come. I think it seems like that would have been logical to have an antidote for poison you're carrying. We'll see. And yeah, I'm gonna take your things. So the voice told him to check out the tadpole. Entrust you with the circlet to open the library. Wear it always. If you need to enter the vault, talk to Wrath. Yes, the rune. Ask, protect my research while I'm gone and take care of the animals. Don't give a fish to Tuffet. She's getting lazy. Mr. Halsin. So the circlet is good for something. Notes. Sketches. The parasite was nestled deep in the brain matter, lithid undoubtedly, yet the host seems unaware while alive. No visible signs of metamorphosis on the cadaver. Most strange. altered. Trying to click on things. Halsin's journal. Extraordinary happenings. While meditating in the forest, Nettie and I were ambushed by a pack of goblins of a drow. We split to defend ourselves, but that's not what's extraordinary, or rather disturbing part. On the drow's death, the parasite creature emerged from the corpse and attempted to escape. I managed to capture it and have the host cadaver here in my study. Told no one of my fears. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. Or he knew better than to mention it. I don't know. I'll investigate further before informing the others. Kaga will demand answers I don't yet have. I had better record any further findings in a separate volume. So he has another book somewhere, just in case.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
I was actually thinking, I'm like, oh, flowers. Yeah, we're just gonna take these. Just stood on the drow. It's a note. Track the druid. Find whatever burrow he runs to and report back to me. Remember, you're only a scout. Do not engage. Do not kill anyone. But he tried to attack Halsin. Just decide what to do next. Maybe he panicked. Okay. Well, after that little debacle, let's talk.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
See the little branches on him.
Well met.
Just a blade and chasing now. I noticed your stone eye. I got this blood for. Yeah, I think he's wondering about this now, because it's definitely making impression now. And it's very unusual for Irvaine.
Anger. I understand. We've been preyed on by Illithids. Suffered insertion of a mind-bending worm. Bloodthirst is another matter. But perhaps not too big of one, if it's a devil or demon's flesh you're wanting to tear.
Irvaine's thinking that's not exactly what has me concerned, but we'll leave it. Lae'zel.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
I think it's funny that she's saying this right in front of his face. But that seems not in character. Are you sure their crush is our only path to a cure? And the urges. He wants to ask her about the urges too. No.
Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again.
Not helpful.
Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion, attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
Now he'll ask if she's sure. After the whole thing with Nettie, he might be feeling a less certain about Halsin.
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
The library. Books are fallible as those were written. Total understanding. Both 1 or 2 fit him. I think he's enjoying the books and how helpful they are with learning. But books are fallible, as are those who write them. In his world, he said that the information about him, the lore, kept changing, which is what made people think he is a deity. They did write books about him too, so he knows that, like, just because it was written doesn't mean it's accurate.
Not books, but slates. Wisdom so profound it is etched into stone. Truth as perfect as the queen who decreed it. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
I still don't see him asking about this one yet, so let's leave. If she hadn't just poisoned him, he would be throwing a healing potion at her because he'd feel bad for attacking her, but he feels like she's not his favorite person.
How much farther can I go?
How much farther can I go? Yeah, I say a lot of things has him feeling a little shaken right now. Okay, let's...
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
I was actually just thinking maybe this is a good moment to go to camp and save this place. Okay. Oh, there's a exclamation point. Withers. Oh. I think Irvaine's happy to see Withers.
We meet again, as predicted.
It's like, hello, friend.
I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
It's appreciated. Not to be rude, but what are you? You were sorting something before. What were you doing? I think you'd be curious about that.
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Will these hirelings be joining me willingly? Do you think I can trust these cultists? Are there other ways you can help us? I think he'll ask them.
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Can I trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
incredibly powerful magic. What is it? Helpful. No one's dead on my side at the moment, though. I think 1. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
Are you Jurgle? Jurgle was a scribe, right? That's what it said. Deep into the cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
What if I don't have that kind of gold right now?
Then I shall wait here patiently until it is acquired.
Okay. Is this what helps you multi-class? I don't know that I have the gold anyway, but...
No, thy coin purse is near empty.
That's funny. Yeah. So I'll have to ask about that later. Okay. But yeah, I think he finds something very comforting about withers, and I think it's that whole thing that he reminds him of his friends. Let's end the day.
Better not be cursed.
Since we're here. There's a lot of exclamation points. Let's do talk to a Starian first.
I should speak up.
Do you mind? I was rather enjoying my view of the ceiling.
Why?
It's something of a novelty. I'm usually quite busy at night, but now I'm just lying here and, thinking. Reflecting on what tomorrow might bring when we arrive at this Gith crash. Will we find out how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
Doesn't have to be. Probably. Go my own way. What? Will you miss me? Well, once the worm is gone, I don't think Irvaine has any idea of what he would do. I think he'd say it doesn't have to be.
Good. I don't want you to run off just yet. You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
I was like, am I? I thought you didn't like me. True, I'm pretty impressive. I'm just trying to survive. They wouldn't. You're too close. Yeah, I'm just trying to survive.
Yes. We're more similar than I thought.
Are we? Are you feeling alright? You could stop staring. Are you feeling alright?
Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
Sure, Irvaine knows what to think about that conversation.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Surprisingly fine in spite of it all. And his headache. Nervous. Confident. More interested in how you feel. I might say surprisingly fine.
Surprising is just the word, isn't it? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Why haven't we turned? Or something special about us? I don't know. It makes no sense.
Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Oh, they got exclamation points too. Did you trip? I haven't talked to her in a little bit.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. I can't wait to get this thing out of my head.
So what will come next once it's all over? I feel like you already asked that. How are you feeling? This could be our last night together. How are you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
Leave you tied up while I hunted for a cure. I'd end your misery then and there. It's not as I don't like hypothetical questions. If you turn into a monster, I'd run away. If she turned, and I think he has a flashback to the that lady in the pods that he accidentally turned. I don't think he'd want to just kill her right away unless it was in self-defense. I don't know if he would think about tying her up while she was a monster and look for a cure. He'd just run away.
And I'd chase you as fast as my tentacles could carry me. You're funny. We should get some rest. Good night.
It was a funny smile. We're not flirting. Okay, so...
Galek. I remember who I was in Kresh Kalir. I was hungry to face my first Geich. My sword pined for their blood. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
What do you mean by the tears?
Next time you're able, look to the sky. Watch the moon cross it. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Kalir.
Are all Githyanki from the tears?
Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Kalir is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vash's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
I don't know if this dress I gave Lae'zel really fits her character, but it looks pretty. I might have to change it though. Something that fits her character a little more. He doesn't have an exclamation point, but let's talk to him anyway, maybe.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Does it? I don't care if he knows anything about warlocks. Yeah, let's ask him. Maybe Gale will have information. Once
we all have those from time to time. I once wished a most impure demise on a colleague of mine who bought the last remaining copy of Etheril's Enchiridion of Enchanting Easements. It's a first edition, too.
The faces are like, I don't think anyone's getting
As
this.
regards to your own morbid little fantasies, I'm sure they're nothing to worry about. So long as they remain fantasies.
Gale hasn't traveled with him for a while.
Oh, would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
Astarion, Lae'zel, or Will? Astarion... He was the first one to say that he was tired. But he's so useful. That's fine.
Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
I like having a rogue on the team. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll level up Gil real quick. Oh, sorry. Let's see, Gale. Close the door. And... I do like this one. Even the same spell. Yeah, let's keep it. Do some updating here for Gale.
Salutations.
Oh, he already has 2 daggers. How's the approval? 11? I'm just curious.
Ignorance breeds madness.
He was getting a lot of disapproval from her, so... Oh, that's higher than I thought. 13.
The pride of the gate.
20?
What to do?
Interesting. Okay. Anything else? I wanted to make this white. I know it's light blue, but see how it looks. I don't know, I might hate it. Maybe it's okay. We'll leave it for now, though. Okay.
Walk in death.
I wanted to see what the others were too now. Oh, I guess you can't see it, but we'll go ahead and switch that real quick.
Lovely day, this.
Oops.
For now.
I meant to do this. It's alright. We'll leave it for now. That's a little more Lae'zel. Okay.
Still in control. Just.
This is weird. little weird. I don't like that. Put it back. Put it back. There we go. Okay, let's go to bed and see if there's a cutscene and then call it.